Well, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. My name is Shelly, and here on this channel, we like to take a look at a palette. Today, Makeup Revolution. This is the Reloaded Division palette. Shelly, why are you doing Makeup Revolution Division today? This is a purported dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I have heard that it's hard to come up with some looks on it. So, challenge accepted. I'm going to see if I can't come up with several looks. As you guys know, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not affiliated or sponsored or endorsed in any way. This is going to be my honest opinion of this particular palette. If it is a true dupe, I don't know. ABH Subculture's out of stock. Color Stories look darn near spot on. If you have the ABH palette and you're struggling with it, I hope this helps a little bit. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. I need subscribers desperately. And if you feel like it, ring the bell, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram at Shelly Tsunami. Let's get into the video. So look number one with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture dupe from Makeup Revolution called the Reloaded Division palette. So as I was looking at this and kind of playing around with the colors, I started looking at this and I can kind of see how some of them look like they might be looks down a row if you're doing the, 2 or 3 eyeshadows with one for one look. I can also see that some of these in a square look like they might kind of come together too. So I think that there's several different ways you can kind of read this palette. I also think that you can kind of do some across a row as well. So to me, the palette almost makes sense with it. So I kind of did something a little bit unusual. I used this sort of neutral cool tone as my transition shade, which was a little dark. Used this to deepen up my crease quite a bit. Either I had the sleeve with the names on it or the names weren't on the sleeve, so sorry. But this kind of a darker matte shade I used to deepen up my crease or define my crease a little bit more. It started to feel pretty heavy. It started to feel very dark on my eyes, and so I took this kind of acid green here. Now the funny thing is it's kind of a throwback for me. Back in about 2008 or so, my living room had this kind of acid green and then like these plum colors as like accent colors. I think what saves it is you get a little bit of the lightness on the lid, the little amount of the lid that you actually see. And I think that it doesn't travel too far up, but I think this shade is awfully dark. I used a little bit of this lighter colored right here to kind of soften that top edge. I wonder if I go over the whole thing if it wouldn't lighten the whole thing up a little bit more. That feels like it softened it quite a bit, huh? Okay. So, yeah. I feel like that just made it a lot more wearable for every day. I'm going to come up with a couple more because I'm kind of inspired, because if it's a challenge for somebody, I want to see how much can I get out of it. Look number 1 down, kind of a plummy, taupey, cool color combination. I think we need to do something warm, so I'm going to take this off. I'll be right back. Look number 2 with the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Division palette. Dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I needed to do something that was just warm and neutral and matte. Some people don't like shimmers on your lid. Sometimes it's too much. It's too attention drawing. It's too just out there, and you want something just sort of soft. I did use probably more colors than I needed to. I mean, I think I used at least 4 different mattes on my lid alone. I probably could have gotten the same look with just this kind of coral color, maybe an apricot, and then this warmer sort of chocolate brown. Probably could have just used those 2 colors and been just fine with it. Did I need the mustard color? Probably not. Did I need this kind of like bone transition color? Maybe. I think something like this you could absolutely wear just every day. You could wear something like this to work. I think this is just kind of neutral and fine, and there's nothing about it that's crazy. So if crazy is not something you're going for, yeah, wear this. I've got 2 looks down. I'm gonna try at least 1 more, maybe 2 more. I don't know. We'll just keep going. I'm inspired. Let's just see what we can come up with. Number 3 with the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Division palette. I'm having fun. Now, this isn't the look that I thought I was going to do when I started going in with this color. I've got this yellowish color and then this dusty green, which they almost seem like they would clash, but then I tied it all in. I don't know if I tied it in, but I used this bronzy color all over my lid and blended them and just kind of smoothed out the edges and got them together. And part of it almost looks a little like an old bruise. And that may not sound flattering, but when you think about Subculture, and if this is supposed to be a dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture, bruises kind of make sense maybe. I don't think it's unattractive. I use this NYX lighter in the shade Gypsy Blue. Doesn't seem like it would go, but I think it kind of tied in the green a little bit. I don't know, this kind of teal color. I think this color and this color, I don't know, they just seem like they all kind of clash, but yet they all kind of work. This purple and the purple and the gold probably actually would be a really pretty look. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do something with the bronze again. I think I'm going to try something with the bronze and a purple. So I'm going to do a 4th look. Look number 4, Makeup Revolution. I'm telling you guys, it's not the most expensive product on the market, but the formulas are fine. I haven't found one yet that I haven't been able to get to perform the way I wanted it to. Yellows kind of scare me, but I've managed to incorporate it into a couple looks today. Plums are fine, teals are fine, the grungy greens are fine, brown, coral. I mean, I think this palette gives you enough that you literally could do a different look every single day. Have fun, experiment a little bit. This look, super easy. This bronze all over my lid, loved it. I'm like, okay, do I actually need to do anything more? And then normally I probably would have gone into this sort of milk chocolate brown, but instead I went into this plum color that had a lot of kick up, still has a lot of kick up, but I used it to kind of buff into it. And when I first put it on, I was like, okay, that's a little bit more pigmented than I thought it would be. But then it buffed. I don't want to say it lifted too much. It buffed sheer enough that I then went in and packed just a little bit more into it. I did use a more emollient primer this time, and so I kind of got a little bit of patchiness, but that was my fault, 100% on me. Colors buffed the way I needed them to. I had no issue with this. The only color, the only shade in this entire palette that I really could probably do without is, surprisingly enough, this, which looks like a bright white in here. It's not a bright white. It actually does have a pink iridescence to it, but it has a definite pink shift to it. Could I use it with one of the purple colors? Yeah, I think so. This look, I could wear this every single day. I think these Reloaded palettes run about $8. Not very expensive. If you've had a chance to use any of the Makeup Revolution palettes, I'd like to know which one you have. I have several of them. I kind of feel like they're on par with maybe the Profusion palettes, or maybe even the C Color Cosmetics palettes for as many colors as you get, the color stories that you get, that kind of almost dupe inspired by. There's nothing about this that says that it's trying to be Anastasia Beverly Hills, but when I pull up a picture of the ABH Subculture palette, I definitely see these colors peeking through here. All right, you guys, well, this was not the video I was going to do today, but here I am. I just hope you guys are doing well, you're staying safe, you're staying healthy, you're not going crazy yet, and until my next video, bye for now.